The NSA and CISA recently published a cybersecurity technical report recommending system administrators harden their Kubernetes environments. While data theft is the primary motivation for these attacks, computing power has been increasingly stolen for purposes of cryptocurrency mining, and denial of service is the number 3 potential impact. The NSA outlined 3 primary sources of threats to Kubernetes environments, supply chain being number 1, with over 90% of apps running outdated code and half of Docker images being exploitable. Malicious threat actors account for number 2, with a record year of attacks in 2021. An insider should not be forgotten, since admins can run arbitrary commands inside containers by design, and app users are often over-provisioned with credentials. A more detailed analysis of recent Kubernetes threats can be found on our blog. And just last week, 400,000 Kubernetes API servers were discovered exposed to the internet. The NSA's primary recommendations include these 7 areas, the first being static scanning for vulns and misconfigs, for which there are many open source options. Number 2, implementing least privilege controls has been AccuKnox's focus since 2019. These include network separation, firewalling, and app hardening, while other recommendations include strong authentication and role-based access controls, logging and auditing, and of course, periodic reviews. The NSA recommends pods should be hardened to make exploitation more difficult and to limit the impact of successful compromise. Determining what permissions exactly an app legitimately requires to processes, data, and network connections is easier said than done. This is where AccuKnox comes in. By automating application observability and generating recommended policies to help with threat detection and response, as well as application hardening and firewalling, which can be implemented at the host level for performance and portability. So even if malicious software makes it in, the impact can be greatly restricted. Kubernetes by default allows pods and services in different namespaces to communicate, unless additional separation is enforced. So the NSA recommends creating an explicit deny policy. Managing this is non-trivial, especially in large-scale environments. So AccuKnox automates this based on predefined policies established by the security team and through observing workload behavior, ensuring proper network isolation, preventing rogue users and apps and external adversaries from even connecting. Administrators should capture and monitor audit logs to detect malicious activity. AccuKnox augments these data streams with relevant contextual information and can alert admins to specific incidents. AccuKnox's SaaS solution gives teams a real-time view of compliance status for the application infrastructure and includes CIS, PCI, and other templates. AccuKnox establishes pod baselines and monitors deep system calls to detect anomalous behavior, such as cryptojacking, ransomware, and APT-style hacking. Admins should periodically review all Kubernetes settings, scan for vulnerabilities, and apply relevant patches. AccuKnox integrates with popular scanners like Trivy and can help to reduce your attack surface through hardening and even detect attempted attacks. To summarize, AccuKnox addresses many of the recommendations made by the NSA and CISA hardening guide, provided here as an overview. AccuKnox's cloud-native application protection platform helps automate observability and zero-trust security. For more information or to set up a private demo, visit us at AccuKnox.com.